Well, hello there. My name is Matt Through. This is Creative Media and Events. Let's have a look and see. Right, one of the first things you need to get your head round about with Creative Media and Events is that we use this front end blog. This is our hub. This is where all our stuff goes. Our Prezi lectures, our seminar screen flows, classic handbooks that you're very much used to, weekly readings, and we have a resource hub. This is just all the stuff you've collected on the web, and we can post it and keep it in there like a big archive for everybody. Obviously, at the front end here is where we post everything from, it can be documents, it can be videos such as a YouTube video or a Vimeo. I've got an RSA one that you can see here, or you can put in little audio boos or pictures, basically absolutely anything. Now what I should say is as soon as anything hits the front end here, it's automatically pinged out through our Twitter feed, and everybody gets the Twitter feed, so everybody's kept up to date. Let's show you what a Prezi lecture looks like on the blog. There you go, so you just see a Prezi lecture in here. I won't play it, but it's just like this Prezi that I'm going through just now. It actually physically appears. You can play it right there, or if you like, you can even download it. Let's again look at the screen flows. Now here's the screen flows. A screen flow is different from just a podcast, if you like, because a screen flow actually captures all that you can see on your screen. It can be absolutely everything, and then you can edit it down into really funky little podcasts. Actually, you can actually see me in the corner there. So this in a way is a screen flow of a screen flow, if you like. And again, let's have a wee look at running readings, how they look at. Here you go. And as you see again, just like everything, you can physically see the reading, so you can actually read it there online if you want, but also you've got the opportunity just over here by clicking that and you'll download it. So basically everything comes here to the blog. The blog basically is your hub, and it doesn't matter where you are, the blog is there for you any place, anywhere, anytime. But let's run the rest of this Prezi just so you can have a feel for what's involved. So how am I going to show you? Well, let's take a look at this little Prezi. Come on. Right. One of the key things I'll highlight to you is that we're living in this technological tsunami. Basically, we are literally swamped or enveloped by all of these technologies, and I don't just mean social media. I mean things like RFIDs, augmented reality, holographic technologies, and what we would call as ubiquitous computing, or that would be the Internet of Things. Don't worry about this. I'll explain all of this as we go through the unit. Of course, at the very heart is social media, and we'll be looking at quite a few uses of social media, and we'll be critiquing it at the same time. So it's not all going to be fun and games. So whether it's the beautiful Burning Man, or Mardi Gras New Orleans, or the Olympic Games that we've just saw in London, or even something such as the Formula One Singapore, Formula One, or even Festivity, they all need to have a digital heartbeat. And on it just keeps going. One more time. One of the key things you're going to hear me saying quite a bit or banging on about is what's called cultures of co-created convergence. Basically, this is the integration of all these technologies and people who embody them, who use these things that are mobile, immediate, interactive and collaborative to create these new environments, and so to create new products or new ways of developing new products. And that's something that we're going to look at. Of course, we're going to look at lots of different forms of digital and social media, from the macro to the micro, as I say. But don't worry, there's literally hundreds, and I mean hundreds of platforms of this stuff. As you can see, the social media landscape is massive. There's also other stuff, of course. Of course, we're not just going to look at digital and social media, we're also going to look at transformational technologies such as holographic technologies. Now you might think this is the stuff like here of science fiction, but actually in the world of events, science fact. Watch. And again, in festival circuit, just like fashion there, we see it here with the Tupac Shakur hologram at Coachella, created an international storm. Of course, here's another example in fashion. So there's many technologies that are transforming the world as we know it and the world of events, and we're going to look at them. Nevertheless, there's a problem, because these technologies are not all positive. There's what I call here the dark side. And events is a very dynamic field, and a field that is being changed, but also might not be for the better. So we have a real critical insight into some of these things, and we're going to interrogate them. Of course, if we're going to interrogate things, what we need to have some ideas. And that's what I call conceptual coverage. And throughout the unit, you're going to engage with a whole series of new ideas or theorists that you've maybe never heard about. Something like Pine and Gilmer, I would think you've heard of them before, possibly Jensen. But if we move across to the other side, Bourdieu, Debord, Derrida, maybe not so much. Things that are a lot more critical, very, very deep, but fundamentally fantastic ideas to interrogate the world that we're now living in. Sure enough, the thing that students always ask us is, what are the assessments for the unit? Here we have two. The first one is Storify. Storify is basically a social media tool for aggregating all modes of social media. It can bookmark everything from a blog or a web. It can also integrate things such as Vimeo or YouTube or Instagram, any Facebook post, any Twitter feed, every form of social media or image that you can possibly think of, as well as text, we can build into this little tool called Storify. Have a look at it, but we're going to use it to critically interrogate events, and we're going to use it and integrate all forms of media that we see in the web to do it. The second thing, and the last thing, is what's called the portfolio product. This is something that you're actually going to make. You're going to make your own event that can't survive. It has to have a digital heartbeat, one that hasn't been done before, and you're going to produce something that nobody else has done, if you like. Now, in the past, students have produced some absolutely amazing portfolio products. So good that I believe you could take them to the market today. And that is a quick whistle-stop tour of creative media and events. Anyway, hopefully that's whetted your appetite, and if you'd really like to see how deep the rabbit hole goes for creative media and events, or as Morpheus would say,
do you want to know what it is?
Then we'd love to have you along. Or better yet, Clint,
go ahead, make my day.
That's right, it would make my day, okay? If not, it doesn't really matter, because, Arnie, tell them.